Good evening, everyone. Can you hear me, please?
Sir, good evening, sir.
Okay. Am I audible and is my screen visible?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah, good evening. All right.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah, good evening. Good evening. So please change your name. Techno. Change your name. Also, let's make it an habit to use our real name when we are joining platforms. You get. Okay. So let us pray. Yeah, we have to acknowledge God. So, Father, we thank you for today. Give you praise. God of heaven and earth, bless your holy name. We ask, Lord, that as we embark on training today, that will guide us. And you have you, and let us make praise in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen.
Okay. Sorry, I had to change my position. We're going to start right now. Okay, let me test my internet speed. I hope we are all here with our laptops. Uh, right.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so let's do a recap of last week. What we did last week. What we got to learn. Yeah, so I introduced us to front-end development. Yeah, what we can do. Yeah, regarding front-end development, what we are going to cover, and also what did we look at? Okay, so this is career path. So and I make us know that you know a lot you can do as a front-end developer. There's a lot of opportunities, right? So it's of popular demand. And what we plan to cover here at the end of 3 months, from 3 months, you should have begun to build beautiful and very great stuff. So let me tell you something. Maybe you are a doctor, maybe you are an economist, or wherever you are, or somebody that study agri, you can be a front-end development, because what we want to learn, you just see that it's a way of life. It's just the same way you can pick colors. You say, okay, this is the color of cloth I want to wear. This kind of style of cloth, I like this style of cloth. It's just the same thing about bringing styles, understanding styles. So that's what we want to learn. So you can start a business on your own. You can be doing freelance developing for guys. You can go to schools, hospitals, get projects for yourself to execute. There is always a demand outside there. All right. So we also looked at okay, we for the sake of those that might be joining us for the first time, right? So we look at in principles understanding internet. Internet is the way systems communicate publicly. Yeah, publicly. And we also say that we also look at the architecture of this communication is client server communication. And then the communication is through a rule which we call HTTP, the hypertext protocol, a protocol. So if you remember, I told us that client is all about the one at the receiving end. Server is is the one that processes your request. Just like you go to a restaurant and you want to buy jollof rice, you just sit down there and somebody comes to take your order. That person is the protocol officer. So that's the HTTP. So you send your order through that person, through the waiter. And then the person goes to the menu list and gets your food for you and bring it back to you. The place where your food is the server. You can't go there. You can't go to the kitchen to get it, but the waiter can go there. Do you get it? So what stores? So whenever you eat Facebook.com, your internet runs through HTTP protocol. it runs. I just say HTTP and HTTPS are the same. S is just the secure. Just make it to be on secure layer. So you hit facebook.com, it goes to Facebook server to check. And that Facebook server has an address, right? If you remember. So it checks this person hit facebook.com. Facebook.com now checks if you're authenticated. If you are not, it will return a login page. If you are, it will just take you to the home page. So all of those things are not magic. They are the kind of things we'll be looking at. And hopefully we will develop application where we'll be communicating. We'll be able to post to Facebook, post to Twitter. Yeah, right. In this program. Okay, so we looked at, okay, this is how it works. Share this with us. And then we went further. Yeah, all of this, we discussed it along the line. Website visit, internet. Okay, I explained this. Domain name, hosting, and DNS. Domain name is like google.com. DNS is the IP, and then hosting. All right. Can somebody tell me if I want to check the DNS for google.com? Literally, if I want to check the DNS that my for the address for google.com on my browser, the DNS for it, how can I get it? It's part of the practicals we did last week. I want somebody, please. Start. Let me check. Is our governor in this class? Okay, Prophet is here. All right. Who wants to go first, please?
Yes, sir. Yeah, so to check it, you have to ping it from when you go to your terminal, just ping google.com, and it should be able to give you the IP address where you're communicating to.
What's the command that you type on your terminal?
I said ping google.com.
Okay, ping google.com. Okay. Is it right? Does somebody want to oppose that or want to confirm that?
It's right.
I want to confirm
It's
that,
right.
sir. It's right, sir.
Okay. When you do ping google.com, it brings out the domain name server. That's the DNS, right? The IP. Okay, who can tell me what is the essence of a port? I explained port. What does port mean? Have you heard about port before? You mentioned it last week.
What did you say?
So,
Sir?
what does port? PORT. What is the significance of a port number? Or maybe did you miss it last week? I think I mentioned it, right? Who remember? If you okay, let us refresh our mind back. So remember, I said maybe I'm going to I need to deliver a goods in an hotel. I need to deliver a good in an hotel, or I want to go and get something from an hotel. I'm sitting in my house and I send a delivery dispatch rider. The dispatch rider, I am the client sitting in my house. The dispatch rider seems to be the protocol HTTP. He now goes in to the address of an hotel. Instead of just entering the hotel to pick up a package, I now was specific about a room number that goes to this room number to fetch this package. Do you remember that analogy?
Yes, I can remember, sir.
Okay. So what is port? What is a port number?
So, sir, I think it is the one that locates where it is.
Okay, we try. Okay, so now let me try to explain it again. You have your DNS. Your DNS is the IP address. The IP address, a domain name server can contain a port. Yeah, let me type it for you to see. Okay, so let me bring something up. So, is this the best thing I can use? Let me try. 10869.144. I'm looking at something that is a perfect description. Oh, good, wonderful. This one. So let me bring something up for you. I hope I'm still audible.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. We'll take it little by little. We must get it because so that I don't run too fast. But please get ready today because for now we're doing just one class. It's going to be use one class. It's going to be highly extended. So I think we might meet this Saturday. We might meet this Saturday. Okay. Good. Okay. Now you can see what I type here. You see, what I type here is similar to this. Do you see? This is a domain name. According to what I have here, domain name. This is a domain name. ussd.screenplatform.com, and this is a port number. Do you see how port number is? Now, the representation of this domain name, ussd.screenplatform.com, this is it. This is the IP address. Do you get? This is the IP address, and this is the same port. So this is just a domain name server, and this is a domain name. So now on this, so this is a computer. It's a computer which has this address, the same address. This thing I can use it to locate this server. This server is the like the address of a house. Is it? But this port is like different rooms in the house. So I can have a server running different kind of services. So I can have database service. My database service can be run on a different port. My AI, artificial intelligence service, can be run on a different port. My Python service can be run on a different port. My Java service can be run on a different port. Do you get on the same system? But by default, do you know that by default, every domain name has, if I type this, I'm not wrong, google.com port 80. Do you see that it brings up google.com? So by default, there's a default port, which is port 80. But I can define a port on a server. I can say this port 80. Mind you, this number is designed. I will talk about it later, but I just want you, just open your mind to just understand that port means different sockets, different location in a server system on a network. It's just like you're having different branch of a network. I don't know. Hope I've not lost you guys. Or if you don't understand the concept of IP, can you indicate so that I can explain it? You need to know this part. These are foundational blocks. Is it fine? Is this part clear? These are the difficult parts. So you have to endure. If you don't understand, please speak. Hello, I know there are some engineers on the call. Okay, so let me assume is everyone fine with what I just explained?
For me, sir, I am fine with it, sir.
What did you say?
I said for me, sir, I am fine with it, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, any other person? All right. Let me assume we all it's fine with us. So I won't spend much time. When the necessity comes, we'll come to it. Do you get? So there's something called hosting. Hosting, that is where you host your website. So when we begin websites now, we begin to see all of that. So these are all what we did. So, and I've told us that we'll be looking at HTML, CSS, JavaScript. So I hope we have all designed, we have all prepared our editing environment, because we want to start right away. All right. So I want to, there is a website we are going to use for our training. So it's an open website. So all what I'm teaching you, they're actually something you can do by yourself. Yeah, but what is necessary is that you need somebody that is a guide here for you. Do you get? So actually, some of you, it will just take 1 month and you'll grab everything. You can continue by on your own privately. Do you get? And there are some you might need to go completely to the end. If you know you really want to build a solid career path, just be patient and follow this course to the end. Do you get? So open this website, w3schools.com. Yeah. So I'll put it on the chat for you. So that's going to be what we'll be using to learn. Oh God. So do we all have our editor environment in place? So let me, you can put on the chat what kind of editor environment you have. Let me know if everyone is following. So put on the chat, please. Okay, VS Code. Okay, VS Code. Okay, VS Code. Are you sure it's installed already? You guys that are just putting VS Code. Who else? VS Code is recommended. Or you guys are connecting from the phone. Okay, so I make a VS Code. Yes, it is installed already. Okay. GitHub. Okay, that's good. Kingsley, hold on. You went far beyond. I've not seen Git. I'm not GitHub. No, okay. You have VS Code and GitHub. Okay, not pass plus plus. Okay, fine. All right, that's cool. Okay. Thank you very much. So now, can you open this tutorial page? So this is what will be our guide. So I don't need to prepare notes because we have all these things online. So I'll be using this to guide us, to teach us, so that beyond my teaching, you can also take this on for yourself. We'll be taking assignments from here. So we hope to cover everything. Do you get? But it will be very, very fast. Yeah. So now, first of all, I want to tell me different kind of websites. This is a website. It's a website. There are two different kind of websites. So let's look at our RDI. I'm looking for a very ugly website. Oh, okay. Can't find that. Okay, so let me use this as an explanation. I'm looking for a website to explain something to us. I must find that site. I'm looking for an ugly. Okay, yeah, let me use your school website as an example. Someone should give me, anyone in university. You have a school website. I know most of your school websites are very ugly. So you can post your school website on this link. Let me.
Yes, sir. I have it.
Yeah. Put it. I know. Give me a school website, please. I know Nigerian school websites are very, very ugly. Okay. Yeah. Or will you tell me the name? Let me Google it. OAU, Abi.
No, 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 no. University of Ilesha.
Ah, ah.
Ilesha.edu.ng. In Ilesha.
Eh. I didn't know they have a university.
Yeah, it
Unilisha.edu.
was.
Okay, good.
Yeah, Ilesha.
Ah, this is a perfect example. What I'm looking for. Right? But it's not that bad, Tusha. But it's ugly. Okay. All right. Okay. Oh, your website is not that bad, but it's fair. You can use it to explain. Okay. Hmm. This one is still better. Tell me, Akungba. Please just bear with me. There's something I'm looking for. Yeah, that will fit what I'm trying to explain.
All right, sure.
Okay, I think this one. Okay. Yeah. Okay. You can see that this website is this one. Okay, I think this one is better. Okay, let's look for one. What's the name of that university in Abeokuta? Not it's no. The education.
Funab. FCU.
No. UNAB is fine. I beg. That's my school. There's one college of education.
Saisolami.
Eh? No, Tayo Solari
Saisolami.
no, it's famous. It's famous. There's one in Abeokuta. Kai. Ah,
FCE.
ah.
Federal College of Education.
F what?
FCE.
FC. Many guys have serviced their website and it's much better. I think OAU website. I think it's this one. So, this one looks so this one perfectly. Not bad, but I think. So, look at the way website is. I think we are reading newspaper. Okay. Should we use OAU to demonstrate? Eh? Anybody from OAU? I know Sarah is from OAU. Let's
Yes,
remember.
sir.
Sir,
Yes, sir.
this is the secondary school website, sir.
Yes, sir.
Secondary school, right? Let me see if I
Yeah, I mean, secondary school has a website, sir. It's not so good.
mm,
Where are you? International.
mm. Okay. I think I found what I need to use. Okay. This is what I need to use. Wikipedia. Yeah, Wikipedia is very, very simple. Okay. Yeah, okay, guys. So sorry for the time. Just need to use it to catch up. Okay, so we're gonna use this in Wikipedia. Okay, not bad anyway. Okay, so who can tell me? Can you see the website on my left hand side and the one on my right hand side?
Yes, sir.
Okay, who can give me the difference between these two websites from what you can see? You've seen the RDI portal. Seen this, right? And then Look at this one on my right. Look at the way it is. Tell me the difference between these two websites.
Well, what the one on the right is kind of plain, and it really doesn't give like an in-depth description of the school from what I'm seeing. Like it's actually plain, and to me, it doesn't really look like it.
Okay. There's something there's a term. You see, you need to start getting used to terminologies. There's something you started in, some of you taking a particular course of recent. That's actually the distinguishing factor. Who knows it?
Good evening, sir.
Yeah, good evening, man.
Okay, so for the school's website, the coloring, color blending, it is well organized. Um, then for the Wikipedia website, it is not organized. The fonts are not uniform. There are some where we have big fonts, some smaller fonts. The coloring, everything is just plain like that. It's not beautiful. The school's one is very
Not
beautiful, very
beautiful.
organized in
Right.
coloring.
I like that. Not what? Not beautiful. Right?
I'll
Okay.
start something to
So
say, sir.
yeah, you can contribute.
All right, sir. So for how did I put I can see in it. But for the Igoma Day Grammar School portal, I think it's just HTML that was used. There's nothing beautiful about it. Just like things. Oh,
Just plain. Right? Very good.
yes, sir.
Another
Yes, sir.
thing
Yes, sir. Yes, yeah.
anybody want to speak again?
Yeah, good evening, sir.
Yeah, good evening, Jeffrey.
Yeah, from my observation, I was the one on my right, which is the Wikipedia, is not presentable. While the other
Not
ones looks very,
presentable. Very good.
yeah, look very presentable and good.
All right. Good. You all have really tried. In short, the difference between these two will determine what kind of developer you are going to become. So I'm hoping you'll be a developer that can craft something like this on my left-hand side. And basically, what you are going to start with when we start now, you start designing like this. But you know what? It's going to take your creativity to come to this design on the left. And how can you create a website that is robust? How can you create it? Number one, something that was missing that you did not identify also is the UI UX. You started, I know you've not gone so deep in UI UX. The difference between the two of them is the understanding of what we call user interface and user experience. So, like you said, oh, one is not beautiful, one is beautiful. That thing, the terminology to be used there is UI UX. Nominal for someone that has learned front end, he will just look at it and say, oh, of course, the UI UX is bad. UI UX of this one is good. So UI UX, that's why I told you that please apply for UI UX course. You need it, and the person teaching is the best. So now what I'll be teaching you will be framework, or what you need to learn to know. But the creativity of it will be how you are able to give yourself to consistent practice. Number two, how you are able to give yourself to reviewing website. I know that Mr. Kinsley gave you a task last week, like go and review some sample apps. See, let me not lie to you. If you are going to be the best, you will download a lot of apps. You check a lot of websites and begin to make it a business. Yeah, you can download 3 apps, check websites today. Yeah, if you download apps, you can delete it. What you are trying to do is you are trying to look at how they create this thing. Can I repeat it? Can I recreate the same thing? So what should be in your mind right now? How we started to learn. We saw Facebook and we began to recreate Facebook far back then. That's like when Facebook has not even been very popular. Around 2011, 2010, 2011, right? We were trying to recreate, which I did. All of my projects then, I don't know where it is. So I tried to recreate Facebook the way it is, the user. It was very ugly though, but at least I did something. Do you get? So you'll be trying to tax yourself. Don't wait for your facilitator. Be far ahead of the class. Do you get? So you can cover a lot. So I'll be taking you through the principles, and where we are trusting that we will land is creating something like this. Do you get? So what makes you could see that this what makes you see when I enlarge this page, it shows all this grid in 4 blocks. And when I compress it to a mobile view, it reduces it to 1. So what makes it so, you see, how it's changing? What makes it like this? It is it is some technology within it. So all of those things are what we'll be learning. So you have to just gradually follow up, follow me as I take you along this journey. So these are robustness. You could see that this website really doesn't have look at the way of it, the way it quiz itself, just quiz things here and there. It's not really very great. So in a nutshell, what was used here does not consist of robust components, but what we use to design this consists of robust rich components, which is we call it HTML5. But let's start right away. Okay, so when you get here, so let's come to this place. So let's start together. Open your Visual Studio Code. Right. So open it. So normally you should get a black screen. And another thing I would like to tell you is that at the start, what we are going to be doing is we'll be coding from scratch. But as we progress, we won't be coding from scratch. Things like this, I'll show you how to use templates, reuse templates. A website like this, you can create it under a day. Do you get? You can create it in a day. I'll show you all of those methods, all of those secrets. But before showing those secrets, let us take you through the foundation, because if the foundation is not right, you get, no matter what you hit, it will affect your future. You get. So we need to run fast because we're in the AI era, because now AI is creating websites. But you need to know the building blocks, because AI can do everything, but somebody needs to guide AI on what to do. Do you get? Right. All right. So open Visual Studio Code. So you'll see this. Now let's take care of where we'll be saving our project. Do you get? So now, can you come to your computer? Let me explain your computer system to you. So I know that there are some people here that feel like maybe you are just new to computer world, right? You don't know much about computer. I know some people are computer science here, computer scientists. So computer is very simple. Computer is an electronic device. Set input, process it, and give an output. That is everything you need to know about computer. That's the principle that run, even with your AI and everything. That's the principle that run. There's something taking input. The thing that is taking input can be input keyboard, mouse, something that reacts to an action. Your camera can be an input, right? Yeah, it can be an input. Anything can be an input. Yeah, what happened there, sir? Sorry, all right. So processing, just like ChatGPT, you have to touch something. The component you use to touch it is a keyboard. So that component is an hardware, something you can see. Right. What enables you to see something you can type in? That's the software side. So if you're setting input, your keyboard is able to type something from the keyboard that can show within your input block. And when you close enter means that go and process this thing. So a program is written for you to enter the enter key. You should receive the enter key as an action. So it has been designed that whenever this person press enter or click the button mouse or pen, let it process. So instantly the system processor, the CPU, is to process something. Maybe it's mathematical, maybe mathematical calculations, maybe your bank account. So all of those things where you have to send things over the internet is a processor. Do you get it? So what makes your computer odd, you know, to be dragging, to be slow is because the processor engine is working. Do you get it? So, and what makes AI to be so bogus is because it's processed so very fast. So it needs so many large CPU. So likewise, Aptitude is showing something. So the display also that comes to your monitor is an hardware. Something push a display into the terminal of the screen. So your phone also can be trained as a computer. You press something on your touch screen. Your touch screen now is the YouTube. As you press enter, process it, and then it flash show something back, feedback on your screen. So your screen is acting as touch screen for you. It's also acting as app. So whatever is processing, kind of things to look at. So looking at the computer structure, the computer just like, let's use your mobile phone as an example. You will able to understand it better that way. Just like everybody just using an Android phone, I'll use that to explain. Your Android phone, you can tell me what is the operating system running on your Android? I think I've already said it is Android, right? You have an Android and it can be, I don't know what the latest OS is, maybe it's Lollipop or whatever. Okay, so now, and you have to, on a computer or a phone, it needs something called OS. So you can read up these things, people that can use to the computer. It is an operating system. An operating system is the layer, it's the software that determines how a phone can function. So what makes iPhone to operate like iPhone is the OS, operating system. What makes Android to operate as Android is the OS, right? So OS, operating system, must be compatible with the processor. So like if you go and put the OS of iOS on Android phone, it will not work because the hardware of Android phone was not configured to host that OS. It will not. There you go. But nevertheless, on a computer, a plain computer, like or the one I'm using, you can install Windows. What you say as Windows is an OS. I can choose to say I want to install Linux on it. It's compatible. There you get because it's a big machine you are using. So the kind of OS you put on a computer determines how the computer will run. Function. Do you get? So we also determine the kind of application it can accommodate. So when we are looking at application software, I've talked about OS. OS is the layer, it's like a foundation in a system. Then application software are the software you now put on a system. So you get application software are like, okay, you downloaded a game. That game it's installing on an OS. It's not. So for example, you cannot put iOS game on an Android phone for it to work. It's not possible. You cannot also get an APK of Android and say you want to push it to iOS and say you want to install it. It's not possible. Why is it not possible? Incompatibility of OS operating system. Do you get? So the same way you cannot take something of Windows, put it on Linux system. It will work also. Do you get? So application software are things that are designed. So and that's what you are doing. That's what you are learning. I'm training you not as an OS developer, but as an application software developer. So what we'll be doing is to develop software that can run, execute on an operating system. So now, there's a universal language. There's a language that is universally understood, no matter where you go. And that is what we call HTML. It's the hypertext markup language. So it runs on all browsers. Do you get it? So that's why you can develop something on a website and run everywhere because it's going to load on a browser. So that's a part. So when we are looking at application software, like your browser is an application software. Do you get? So an application software, it is hosted on an operating system. It must be written with the uh with the with the with the operating system in view. It must be written for it. Right. So then we have utility software. Utility software are the software that comes with the operating system. Okay, for example, now, when you get your iOS device, there are some holocom applications like your Bluetooth, how you enable your Bluetooth, battery meter. There are some things that comes with GPS, location marker. No, those utility are things that you need. For example, when I build a software and I want it to be a messenger who can chat with each other over the Bluetooth, I need the Bluetooth capability of my phone. For example, my phone camera. By default, it comes with a phone. What makes Facebook application to be able to capture, you can do live streaming and then Facebook is streaming it. It's using the camera of your phone capability. So there's an utility that comes with all device that you can, those are utilities for you. You get. So now, when we now come to, let's, Windows, your computer, I know many of us are using Windows. So when we're on Windows, we have a storage device. So on your phone, like Android, you call it your phone storage. Some of you, when you want to buy phone, you say, what is the phone storage? 1 terabyte, 500 megabytes. So what it means is the primary storage where everything can be stored. So on computer, we call it C drive. So come to my computer, we call it C drive. This is C drive. So it's because of, I'm taking it slowly. So these are the basics. So C drive. And you also know on your Android, there's a particular place that hosts your software. You might not know something, is it GCIM or apps? There's something like apps that host your application data when you install a new app. But for on laptop, on computer, Windows, you see it in program files. Program file. So it's a program file. My Microsoft Office, see, that's how I'll see it. So it hosts my application data. And then when you're checking your Android also, I'm talking, go to your file storage. Go to file storage. Also, that's where you see your program files, your app data. You also see where your documents, your music, all your music that files you saved, all your pictures that are saved from the camera. There's a place, the DCIM images, the videos. So those are where they are stored. So if I come to users on my Windows, I'll come to users. Come to Tayo, that's my username. And then you see, desktop will show me everything I have on my desktop environment. I know many of you have never come here before. Where you always coming to, this is my desktop. Right? All what I have on this desktop is right here. This is everything is right here. So, and this is my document. So I'm just telling you branches because you need to understand all of these things, branches. And then downloads. You also have like download on your Android folder. This is how you can, for Windows, this is how it is. So you must understand file structure, folders, directory structure on computer. It's very important. And some of you have something called external, what do they call it? SSD, right? SSD card, a memory card. So like, okay, the storage of your computer is not enough. You now have an SSD card of 1 terabyte. So it can also display. So that one too you can. So what I did was I actually partitioned my hard disk so that it has two storage. You get. So this one is for my Google Drive. Don't worry about it. So this is the file structure of a computer. Let me show it to you. So if you're still with me, let me hear you say yay.
Yay. Yeah.
Yay.
Yay.
Okay.
Yay.
I hope
Yeah,
I've
still
not
with you,
lost you
sir.
guys. I'm not supposed to do all these things though. It's boring me already. But for the sake of many, please enjoy it. It's necessary. So basically, what I've just explained is this. What I've just explained is okay. This is the CPU. Generally, this is your CPU. This box is your CPU. Then your CPU has a what? That's a storage. Storage. Yeah. Necessary we go through this. So under your storage, you now have your, what do I call it now? Your C drive. Another branch again. Your C drive. You get? So under your C drive, what do you have under your C drive? Now have things like okay, we can now start saying, can now start pointing down. So under your C drive, now something like, why is it not showing? Let my line show. That's something. You have something like program files. You have something like user, then under user, now something like, I'm just recapping what I've explained to you. I wanted to get it clearly. Well, this might not be the best, but I feel it's going to do much. Okay. Under user, we have something like document, text, download, folder, it onto the folder. Do you get? So what I'm trying to say is the CPU under CPU, under CPU. Okay, let's call it CPU. Central, no, it's not CPU. That's wrong. Central process unit is different. It could be wrong if you call it. Let's just call it storage, the computer storage. We have C drive, program files, like where your apps are installed, user, under user, that's your person. You can have different users on the computer. Then document folder. I'm just talking about file structure. So in a nutshell, everything you see right here, this is the branch. Can you see C user your document? Right. So let's open CMD, our command prompt. So please, can we try that? Let's open it. Let everybody open their CMD. 1 hour is almost gone. Oh my God. Let me know if you have opened it.
Yes, sir. Well, I've opened it.
Okay.
Yes, I've opened it. Sir.
Yes, I've opened it.
I think it's the network from his own end. right?
Yeah,
I guess so too.
Good evening. Just a minute. Your facilitator will soon be back.
all right, ma. Thank you, ma.
Okay. Hello. So sorry. Yeah, my network went off. Okay. Can you hear me now?
Yes, sir. We can hear you now, sir.
Okay. Have you opened your command prompt?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Okay.
sir. Yeah.
Let me see your chat. Okay, I can't see anything. Can you retype again? What's the there? Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. We can hear you, sir.
Okay. So let me see what you have in your command prompt. Okay, open your command prompt. That's what I said. What do you have in your command prompt? Okay, let's move fast so that we don't delay too much about time. Okay, you could see on your command prompt, you could see that look at it. I'm using this to explain. This is my C drive. That's under your computer storage, C drive. And then you have a folder under C drive, and then you have a folder under user. So similarly, when you come here, see your C drive. So you see this is your folder, C drive, user, tile, document. It just shows where certain things are stored. So it means there is order on the computer. There's a way they store things. Not the same way on your mobile phone. On your mobile phone now, you won't try to install an application and it will go and save the data inside your image folder or save it anywhere. There's a structure. That's what I want to explain. So now, if you want to, you see, this thing I access here, it's because Windows gave it a user interface. I can access this on my black screen by doing cd, meaning change directory. First of all, there's what's that? Okay. What's that thing? Okay, good. You see, so you need to learn command prompt, but this is not for this class yet. I can change my directory to document. Do you see? To document, C. So you could see the same thing I'm saying in this folder here, the same thing I'm saying on this black screen. Let me bring it up. But it's the same thing. So this is where I am. C user tile document. C user tile document. So now, if you want to save your work on your computer, so please can you just come to your document? Go to where you have your document. I just use that to explain, but go to your document. None of us know where our document is. And name a folder, create a new folder, and call it RDI front end. Let me know if you have done that. Create a folder under your document and give it a name. Okay, let me know once that is done. No, not that. You can give it any name, actually.
What name do you suggest
I've
before?
done it, sir.
What name, sir?
Any name. I just have their content. That's what I just said. All right. So create a folder for this. So that's where we want to be doing our work. So come back to Visual Code, FS Code. So now what we want to start with is HTML. We want to write HTML code. We want to design an HTML page. To begin to design a website, where do we start from? So what is HTML? HTML stands for Hypertext Markup Language. So it's a language on its own. And every language has a structure. So it's hypertext. It's much more like a markup text. It's something readable. It's something understandable. Do you understand? So it's used for creating web pages. So when you go to websites or anything, the founding block is what? HTML, no matter what it may be. Do you understand? So, and this is the structure of writing a website. So let's start like this. So if you want to write an HTML website, you open a what do they call this thing? You open a brace, not a brace, like a less than brackets, and write HTML. You open a block, HTML in small letters. Then you close it.
Sorry, sir. Are we doing this under the? Sorry, sir. Are we doing this under the CMD command too?
No. Do this on your VS Code. Leave that command. Leave it alone. Don't mind it, please. Don't let it confuse you. Okay, so let's go back.
We should not do this as you are doing it.
Folder. Just create this folder under your document.
Okay,
then come
sir.
to VS Code. Yes, type as I'm. Yeah, just follow my steps. What I'm typing. Come to VS Code. Just create a new file and type this. You get. So this is the structure for HTML, and you have something like head. So the usefulness of VS Code is anything you open, it closes it for you. Under head, you have something like title.
Ah.
Title, and then you have something called body. So this is the structure for a website. You get. So under this, you can see hello everyone. You can say style for website. So I'm going to explain this to you. Let me copy this. So you can change it to your own name, personalize it for yourself. You can copy and paste that. All right. So what we have done here is a structure for building a website. So everything we're going to be building will be around these blocks within it. I will explain you one after the other. But first of all, let's save this file. So if you want to save it, go to your documents. For me, it's the RDI Frontend and call it my web. My web dot HTML. Don't forget. Dot HTML. If you don't save it dot HTML, it will not work. Dot HTML. All right. Let me know if you have gotten to this point before we proceed further. Are we fine? Hello, am I still audible?
Yes, sir. I think we are trying to work
Yes,
on
sir.
it.
Okay, let me wait for you guys. When you are set, let me know.
All
So
right,
the
sir.
principle is this: write this, then save it as my web.html. So if you have done it, okay, Tunde has done it. Any other person can comment. You are set, you can message on, you can drop a message. Hey, this simple code. Is it the one that we are still sweating on for how many minutes now? Please, so are we sure we are working or which one are we doing? Hmm?
So as for me, I am totally lost. I'm trying to see where I can sort it out.
You know what?
Maybe I'll just rewatch. I'll just watch it from the beginning when the
Are you
video
with
is
your
about.
laptop?
Yeah, I'm with my
Are you
laptop
with your
here.
laptop?
Yes.
Yes,
Okay.
same
Have you
thing
opened-
here too.
Okay, open your laptop. Are you on VS Code?
Yes, me, I'm
Yes.
on VS Code.
All right. Can you see what I pasted on the chat? This HTML stuff I pasted on the chat.
Okay.
Oh,
The one that has a low everywhere. Just copy it. What I put on that chat.
ah,
Copy it.
Yes.
it's like
Have
my
you copied
own
it?
VS Code is just setting up.
Okay. If you just setting up, use Notepad. Open Notepad
Not
while it's still setting up. Notepad. Not everybody has Notepad on their system. Use Notepad.
wait.
It doesn't spoil anything. You can use
Okay.
Notepad.
What you said on the chat,
This one.
are you saying we should copy and paste on the VS Code?
Yes, type and paste. If your VS Code is just set, if you don't have it, you can use Notepad to work. This is Notepad. So what I'm saying is this: what you have, I type on that chat. Just paste it.
Okay.
You
On the
copy
VS
it.
Code, yeah. Is it search or am I going to click search on the VS Code or what?
Is it the new one?
You're on VS Code. Are you on
New
VS
file?
Code? New file, yes. On VS Code,
Okay.
create a new file. Well, maybe because my own VS Code is already there. So
Okay,
create a
create a
new
new
file. You
file.
know, just like
Okay.
when you are navigating Microsoft Word,
Okay,
you
sir.
create a
Is it the
new
same name?
document.
RDI.
Yes, you can give it. No. Give it my web.html when you want to save it.
Okay. My results. Okay.
So let's go by it again.
My web.html.
Jeffrey.
Okay.
So Jeffrey,
So
have you been able to paste? Can you see my screen? Have you been able to
yeah, I'm
paste
watching your
like
screen.
this on VLC?
Yeah.
Have you been able to paste?
Yeah.
Okay, now
Actually,
press Ctrl S. Try to take it.
Control
So
S.
go to my file, go to file, and save. So when you want to save it, go and save it under, like now, for example, when you want to save, go to your document. In your document, I told you to create it, but if you don't create, it's fine. A new folder here. It's fine if you have not created. So just save it as my web.html. Can you see this my web.html?
Yes, sir.
Just type it and save it.
All right, sir.
Let me know if you have saved it.
My
Yes, sir. I've done it, sir.
web.html. HTML. Okay, done that.
All right, good. So if you've saved it, Abby. So all of you now go to where you saved my web.html. So you can see for me, it is I can see it here. Let me know if you can see the file. So go to the folder of your document. If you created RDI frontend folder, if you create a folder to save my web.html, look for it. Bottom line is look for my web.html and then confirm if you can find it. You can locate it, let me know. So Jeffrey, you can go to my document.
It can be saved anywhere, right?
Do you know where your document
It can be
is?
saved anywhere, right?
I have done
You
that.
can save anywhere, but remember I told you the reason why I brought up, I explained this file structure.
Yes.
The reason why I explained it is order that we don't save things anyhow. Although you can save things anywhere, but just like when you want to save a video, you downloaded a video, somebody sent the video to you, and you move it into your video folder. You don't throw it inside your image folder and throw it anywhere, so that when you are looking for it, you can easily see it. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
So when you want to save a website, you just create a folder to keep your project. It's like your project work. So you create a folder to keep it, so that anytime you want to access the project, you can know that, okay, this folder, that is where my project works at. Do you get? So nevertheless, if you have not done that, leave it. Let's not complicate it now. So please confirm on the chat if you can see my web.html. This thing I have right here, if you can see it, similar thing like that. Your icon might not be this Chrome icon. Yours might be different, but it's fine.
If you can see it where on the
Confirm
file?
on the chat if you can see. If you can see this file in your doc,
Yes,
where did you save it?
I saved it in my document.
Open your document. Open your document just like this. Open your document. Try to navigate to where it is. Mine is in RDI underscore content.
Okay, I've seen it. My web.
Okay.
I've seen it.
Okay, governor has seen it.
I've seen it,
Abby? All right.
Yes.
Can we continue? Sarah, have you seen it?
Yes, I have.
I also have other people on this call. Okay. Joy, have you seen it? Hi. Kingsley, are you with us? Bridget, have you seen it? Is everything moving smoothly, Bridget?
Okay, I created a new file, a new folder, but I'm not really sure how to, where to go to write my web.html.
Okay, have you downloaded VS Code?
Yes, I have.
Or Notepad++?
VS Code.
Okay, open it. Open it. Yes.
Yes. It's open.
Okay, when you open VS Code, okay, you can see that's my chart.
Yes, I can.
I put where I have HTML, braces, head, hello everyone. Copy that. Copy it up and paste it on your VS Code. On your VS Code, create a new file as if you are writing, like you are creating a new document for Microsoft Word, like Control N. Create a new file and paste it there.
Okay.
Then press Control S. Try to save it.
Yes, I have. I've done that. Okay.
Okay. Save it now. My web.html. And look, make sure you take note of where you are saving it.
Okay.
Let it save it in maybe your document. You get folder, present folder you want to keep in your work. You can keep it there. If there is not, just keep it anywhere. At least let's pass this stage. Let's be sure we are fine.
Yeah,
so let me know if you have saved it. Okay, good. Have you saved it, Bridget? My web.
Yes, sir.
.html.
Yes, sir.
Okay, now go to your document folder. You see, just the same way I came here, just go to my document. When you open a new folder, you can only see your quick link to particular folders on your left-hand side. So you can click on document. That's the way you can click on document. I kept my own work in RDI content. So if you click it, you'll see my web.html, you'll see my. So look for where you kept look for that file, my web. It's a file.
Okay.
Let me know if you're finished.
You are ready.
Or you know what?
Okay.
Bridget, can you share your screen? So let me use that. At least maybe that will clarify to others. Bridget, share your screen. So if I use somebody else's screen, I think it's much more straightforward.
Okay. Let me see.
Don't worry. Fine.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm not sure if you're
Okay,
seeing it.
I can see your screen. Now, do you know where your document is?
Yes. Here, over here.
Open that.
Yes.
Yes, document.
I
RDI
created.
content. Are you sure that's where you kept it? That's where you kept it. That's not where you kept it. You did not save it there. So now, you know what? Go back to, there's somewhere you kept it. My web.html. Go. Now click on file on the top left part. So anyone that is struggling to see their file too, you can apply the same thing. Yes, click it. Click save as. Save as. Save as. Okay. Good. You see, I'm suspecting this is where you saved it. You saved it in a default place. So now click on no, just leave it. My web.html is fine. Yeah. My web.html.
Okay.
Yeah, retype
Hello?
it my web.
Like,
Hello, Bridget. Can you hear me?
I can hear you now.
Okay. .html.
Yes.
Yes. Oh yeah. You know, you can see your left bar. You could see desktop, downloads, document. Click on document. Yes, click on it. So that's your navigation. Go to RTI content.
Yes.
Yes. Click on it, double click on it, or enter, double click. Yeah, now save. Click on save.
Yeah.
Save.
Okay.
Now go back to your folder.
So, no, like, let me say, like, 10 minutes from now, we just
Okay, I found
that one. Now, can you see it?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So now, what I'm
copy
trying to explain here is learn folder structures. It's just like I want to save, just the same way you want to save picture on your phone. I know iPhone is very naughty because iPhone just automatically save it in your picture. You don't really understand much about file structure on iOS. But if you have used Android, I think many of us have used Android before. You understand that if you can move sometimes, you can go to your file storage and move from some videos that you are using, you move from video calls, you move it to a particular folder, you move from Facebook, the way you move things around. That is. So if you want to save your work, if you want to save your website, so you also save it in a particular folder. Or else, if you don't keep track of where you're saving it, you will lose it. So I hope everybody fine at this stage now. Bro Joshua, Abison, bro Sunday,
Yes.
bro Joshua, you're fine.
Challenge is
Paul,
that
you're fine also, right?
Yes, sir.
What's the
Yes,
challenge?
the challenge is that I've been able to open the VS Code. Then I copied what you paste. So
Okay,
okay,
let's get
let me see. So, okay. Are you seeing my screen, sir?
Coming up. Okay, I can see it now.
Okay.
Increase your VS Code now. Expand it.
Okay.
Maximize it.
This is it.
Okay, where did you
Are you
save
seeing
it?
it? Okay. Let me go to
I
my
think it's the
file.
same issue that Bridget has as well. You saved it, but you don't know where you saved it to.
I think I saved it under document. This is this. This is my document.
Hey, that's it now. This is it. This is it. Look at it. My web. Look at it. That's it. You already clicked on it.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
So it's fine.
But
So what you
it's
can
not
do is
opening.
you did not save it into RDI content. So if you want to do that, now go back to your VS Code. You can still save it into your RDI content. I'm just teaching us. First, I don't want it to be very complex. Do you get?
Okay. This
So
is this.
these are things we are used to. Over time, we'll catch up with it.
Okay.
Do save as. Save as.
Okay. That's
No. Go to file. File.
okay. My file. Okay.
No. On your VS Code, go to file. On your VS
Okay.
Code,
This is it.
go to the left top bar.
Is it here?
Left top, where you have file, top. Look at the top on the left.
Okay.
Where
I'm
you have
seeing it.
file, where file will
Okay.
enter.
I'm seeing it. I'm seeing it. Yes.
Yeah, click save. Save
Save
as.
as. Okay.
Yeah. Now,
Okay.
if you want to save, you see, you just don't click save there. You look for where you want to save things. If you want to save things to your phone, to your download, you will go to your download. Now, you will see your other document. You now double click on RDI frontend. That's where you want to save your stuff. So click there,
Okay.
RDI frontend.
Okay.
Double click. Now save it here. So you can have it there now.
Okay. I should now
So
put
what
my
I'm
web
teaching
dot.
us, we need to do this.
I should do my web
Just
dot
leave it. It
ht.
will save there. Right?
Okay.
You don't even need it. You don't need it. His
I should
file type
click
is
save
already on
like that.
HTML. So
I should click save
yes,
like
click
that.
save. Yes.
I'm done.
Okay. All right, good. This is my web.html. You have to clean it. Clean what is on line 9.
Okay.
Okay,
I should
let
clean it
me
now.
experiment.
I should clean it.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you
Okay,
seeing it?
so everyone, yeah, no, I'm sharing my screen now. Okay. So
Okay.
you can see my screen, everyone. So let's repeat.
Let me
So you
stop
can see
sharing
my
myself.
web.html. No, I'm already sharing. Don't worry. You don't need to stop. I've taken over.
Okay.
So can you see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so
Yes, sir.
what you have on my web.html, it is already a file that can be opened up on a browser. So some of you, the icon you see is Chrome. Some of you, the icon will see is Edge. So for example, if your default browser is Edge, you'll see Edge icon. If yours is. So what you need to do is just double click it. Double click. Let me double click. Let me know if you have opened it, if it has opened up in a browser. Just confirm with me. It has opened up in a browser. Mind reading,
Oh.
my name.
Please,
Yes,
This is
but
my
how
first
do I go
website.
about it, sir?
yeah, I have done
Just double
myself.
click on that file.
That is it. Okay, that's the file. Okay,
Can
thank
you see
you.
my web browser? Just double click. Some of you, if yours does not show your browser, just right click. Even if yours is
Wow.
showing Edge and you want to, you know how you used to do open with, you can open with different browser. They used to. So now this thing you have here is what we are going to be building on continuously. So if you want to write another file, HTML file web, you go to the same thing again, go to your VS Code, you can press Ctrl N, right? Then you can put your code there. If you want to save, you can save it. You saw the trouble we went through saving now. Come to your document, RDI frontend, and then save it as maybe test.html. If you don't put .html, the extension .html, right? The browser will not recognize it as an HTML file, so it will not read it. Right. The reason why we did not put it later on is because it has already been saved as HTML before, so you should understand it before. All right. So we'll be building on this one. So this is your first website. Congratulations to you.
Wow.
So anything that you see that is called a website is all the journey starts from here. Do you get me? All the journey. So this place is my title. You see, this if you on the tab, hello everyone, that is my title. This title I put hello everyone. Do you get? My name is Tayo. This is it right here in the body. So let me explain how a website HTML is. HTML is structure. You must follow the structure. Just like the structure of your body. You have your head. You know your head, you have eyes, you have all those. And then you have your body. Your body, that's where you have all of the vitals. Your hands, your body organs, all of those, your legs, all those things. You have your legs, your body parts, your stomach, and everything. So also on the website, we have something called HTML tag, so that it will understand that this is an alphabet markup language. Then you have head. Under head is title. These are standard. You can't miss. So maybe you like it or not, you must always put this and put a title there. The title of your website. Then inside body, that's where we now do all of our work. All of our work. All of our work right here. All right. So do we understand it to this point?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
At least we've been able to
Yes,
do
sir.
something.
Yes, sir.
If you have
Yes,
questions,
sir.
you can ask. Anybody facing difficulty? Please
I have a
raise your question.
question.
We're having any difficulty.
I have a question.
All right. Yeah.
Okay. I noticed that because I tried to type the question, the actual what you sent to the chat. So I tried to like
HTML.
type it on my own. Yes, that's the HA. I noticed that once I like click on the enter button, like to take me to the next line, instead of just bringing maybe, let's say if I enter the word, if I try to like maybe,
Completely. It also
I
suggests
noticed that this HTML, let's say HTML will appear twice, like on a line. So I have to like delete one so that one stands.
delete.
Why does that
No.
occur?
Okay, let me explain to you. Let me explain to you. It is the function of your editor. You get? It's the function of your editor. Look at it now. You see, I open a brace, right? And I type HT. Do you see that it brought a suggestion to me?
Yes.
This is what is brought to you, right? So when I click, it's trying to,
yes.
it's called auto suggestion. It's the editor
Okay.
that is doing that work for you. It's making your work faster. So instead of me typing HTML completely, I can just press enter and then close my brace.
This is what I'm saying. This is what I'm
So when I close
saying.
my brace, it auto close it for me. Yeah, it auto close it for me. So when you do that, you enter so that you do not forget. Every time you open a tag, you must close the tag. So an auto suggestion is helping to make your work faster. Look at it again. HTML. I just type it. Then when I close the brace, it will auto close the tag. It brings a tag closure automatically for me, because anything you open must be closed. Okay, let me explain to you again. Now, this experience is different when you are using Notepad. Just a common Notepad. Do you see when I'm using this Notepad, I will type everything by myself. You can see that there's no auto suggestion. Then this means I have opened a tag. Then I must close the tag. Can you see this backslash HTML? Close. This means I open a tag. This means I close a tag. Do you get that? Then I have
Yes,
something called
sir.
head. If I open head, I must close head. That's the principle. Anything you open, you must close it with a backward
Okay,
slash.
okay,
And
okay,
under head, I must have title. Anything I open, I must close it.
okay.
Title. If I misspell it, I'm in trouble. So you see, I might make mistake in typing things here. This one doesn't have intelligent auto suggestion, but my visual code has it. For example, HTML. If I type something like head, you see it recognizes what I want to type. And I close it, auto close it for me. All I just need to do is enter. It's just making your work faster. If I say title, you see it recognizes title. Close it. It auto close it for me also. Then I can do whatever I want to do. Do you see the difference? It's just an auto
Yes,
suggestion so
sir.
that you don't make mistakes.
Okay, thank you, sir.
All right. So class, let me explain again to every one of you. So what you have here is the building block of building a website. The number one rule is anything you see in this less than or greater than brace is called a tag or an element. It's called an element. And the principle of HTML is that anytime you open an element, you must close an element. How do you know this is an open element? It does not have backward slash. Do you know it's a closed element? It has a backward slash. All right. Who understand? Is that clear to you? This
Yes,
is
sir.
just a
Yes, sir.
principle. It's a standard. You get that, right? So it's what we are going to be using it repeatedly. And if you miss it, let me show. Okay, let me do something. Okay, you might not see the consequences now. When we begin to work further, doing much other work, you see that when you make a mistake on your HTML, everything will crash. It will not load. It will not work. So the essence of your editor is to also suggest to you what you are trying to type so you don't make mistakes. And also to make it to work faster. So instead of you having to type a whole sentence, it also suggests and closes it up for you. So let me explain again. How do we explain? It's just like a jar. You know how a cylinder is. Let me use a cylinder to explain. Let me use a cylinder to explain. Oh man, taking a lot of time. Okay, let me see if I have a cylinder shape here. Do I have one? Okay. Oh, this one will not explain what I'm looking for. Okay, let me do it this way. Hmm. Let me put a cylinder like this. I hope my drawing will not be too horrible like this. Okay. Sorry, don't be offended. Can you all see my cylinder?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, let's assume okay, all of you know what a pipe is. A pipe,
Yes, sir.
like a
Yes, sir.
water tap
Yeah.
pipe.
Yeah.
Like the two ends are open, right?
Yes, a hose.
TML is like a hose. So what I'm trying to say is that anything open at the top, anything closed at the top, you must also close it at the bottom. Or else there will be a leakage.
Tell me
It's
your
just
yes.
like maybe you want to.
Are you leaving?
Eh? What is
No problem. No problem.
okay?
Thank you.
Okay, I think there's problem. Jeffrey, need to mute. All right.
I'm here with you.
I don't know if that perfectly explained that. What I'm trying to say is this. Anything open must be closed. Any element open must be closed. And you must follow the hierarchy. So the first hierarchy that must be open is HTML. Then you must close it immediately. So other things are inside HTML. Like the next thing is what? Your head. Like just like you have your human head, and under your human head you have eyes, nose, and everything. So in HTML, under head you have something like title. So that is what shows on the head of the title that you have on your browser tab. And then in your body, you can now begin to do all of your work within your body. So let us move very fast. Let's do something interesting as we round up. Begin to round up. All right. I believe all of this is it. So this is what we are going to be using to work. So if I want to see how fast we can catch this. My name is, let me say, Tayo Solomon. I have changed something here. I've changed something here, right? Now, how can I allow it to reflect my name is Tayo Solomon? You know, I've changed something here. So who can tell me? But what I still have here is my name is Tayo. But yeah, my name is Tayo Solomon. So why is it not updated?
Because I think because you have to
Use it to
save
get our
it
attention.
first on Haywood, then refresh it here so that you can see the updated mission.
Hey. Paul, hello, Faith. Since you
Hello,
have gone
sir. Hello,
ahead
sir.
of
I
this class,
think
let other people talk, please. The
okay.
governor, don't talk, don't talk, don't talk. Let other people talk. All right. I know some people did not get what she said. So I want somebody to speak. I have Tayo here, but I have updated to Tayo Solomon here. So how can I make my website to reflect my name is Tayo Solomon? Somebody else apart from Faith.
Like she said, you need to save it.
Save it and refresh.
All right. All right. So let's do, what do we do? How do we save? Control what?
Control S.
And how do you know that something is not saved? You see this black dot here, the black dot on this tab. So when you do Control S, you see it shows that it has been saved, right? Then what do you do on your browser? What are we going to do on the browser?
You refresh it.
All right, we do what? Refresh. Now it say my name is Tayo Solomon. Okay, the reason is that I need to ask that because when I was learning at the first time, I was mostly frustrated about this very simple thing. I'll do a changes, then I'll start crying that what I did is I'm not seeing it on the browser. Did you get? So I didn't know that I have to refresh the browser. So whenever you save your work, you refresh the browser, you continue doing your work. Do you understand? Okay, so that is not. So now we can move forward. Ah, man, we've consumed a lot. So now, okay, so what we need to understand is this. So if you are on W3 school, you can also use this. You can use this to test your website. If you click on try it yourself. So it will give you an editor for you to test. Okay, see, this is an example. Also, there's nothing wrong in copying and pasting. You can copy and paste codes and run it. Do you understand? Copy and
Yeah.
paste it. And one thing you can use to learn very fast, very, very fast, is, for example, let me teach you something. So this is where we can be using something like AI. For example, let me put this on my ChatGPT. Are you all with me? Are you all seeing what I'm doing on ChatGPT? I
Yes,
will
sir.
expect us
Yes,
to
sir.
be
You
doing
can
this.
see it.
Yes, sir.
All right, sir.
ChatGPT, you say something like explain this HTML code to me as a beginner. Bam, then paste. Anything you don't understand, just take it to ChatGPT. Tell it to explain to you. Now, let's see. Have you seen it? Think of HTML as a container that holds everything on your website. Do you see that it's the same thing I told you?
Yes, sir.
Every HTML page, let me expand this. So this is the response of ChatGPT. ChatGPT will explain to me like as if I don't know anything on computer. So ChatGPT here explains the code to me. This is a part of beginner, blah, 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 blah. So think of HTML as a container. Every HTML page starts with a tag HTML and ends with what? Can you see what I told you about? Then opening the tag, start of page, closing end of the page. Everything inside it is the container of your website. You see inside the body. So it further explains it to you and begins to explain each item to you. Begins to explain each item. Do you understand? So anything, you can go further and say that. Explain to me as if I did not go to school. I'm telling you how practical you can be. It goes further to say, imagine a web page like a small house. This code is a simple plan of that house. It explains to you as if you don't know anything on the computer. So you can now use ChatGPT to learn very, very fast. So that's what I want us to use ChatGPT for now. Use it to learn. Don't use it to create any code. Use it to just learn. So we are going to be going through this one after the other. So there's something called elements on HTML. So there's nothing wrong in you copying this code. And let me update it here. And I save it. I come back here and I refresh my website. If I refresh it, you see, it's not working. Something is wrong. I did not save it. Save it. Refresh it. So you could see that what makes this guy bolder, it is called, there's something I have included here. These things are called elements. So we need to understand elements in HTML. So now, for example, the other one that has Wikipedia. Remember our Wikipedia. Our Wikipedia has all of these things. So first of all, how can we design this thing in HTML? Right. This one, the text is bigger. This one, the text is smaller, just like your explanation. This one is on this left-hand side. This one is on this right-hand side. So how can we design all of these things? So number one, the principle of HTML is whatever you open, you must close. Number two is everything you work, every design on a website, it starts from the left-hand side. Everything starts from the left-hand side. And also, you need to learn what is called elements. So we have elements on HTML, like your header, your paragraph, and there's a way we identify with them. Now, let's go to Microsoft Word. I'll use Microsoft Word to explain, and we're going to round up here. So if you see your Microsoft Word, how many of us know how to use, do we know how to use Microsoft Word?
Yes, sir.
Are we all familiar with it? MS Word.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes,
You
sir.
know, MS Word, thank you. You know, can you see something like an heading? Heading one, right? I can say heading one, say my project. I can say change the heading to what? Heading two. I can use different heading. I can use this heading. You see, now let me tell you something. If you can use Microsoft Word to do some work, I can tell you that you don't have issues with HTML. Just look at HTML like you are replicating. You can like what you can do on a web on a Word document is something you are trying to replicate in HTML. But the difference in HTML is that you are using elements to represent everything. So just like it's an header that describes it. It's an header. Header one makes it more big. Header two makes it smaller. It's also the same thing here. I want my first heading to be what? Which to be like an heading. So I can say, let this be header 4. You see that if I put it on header 4, it will be smaller. So if I open with header 4, I have to close with header 4. Do you get? So if I come back here to my website and I refer, you see that it will be much smaller now. Can you see that it's much smaller? So it is reacting based on what I input right here. If I change it back to 1, 1, it will also react back. 1 means it will enlarge the header. So all of these things are just terms that we are used to in Microsoft Word. Do you get? If I say put this thing in the center, do you see this alignment to put it in the center of the page? If I want to do that also in my HTML, what I need to do is there's an element called center. You see, there's an element called center. You see, it's open and close. But don't forget, this is not where to close it for me. I need to teach it now because it needs to cover up this container of my first heading. So what are you going to see right here? It will move it to the center. Can you see it? Hope I've not lost you guys.
No, sir. No, sir.
No,
I
sir.
need to revert. Let me know. Okay. What I achieved in Microsoft Word is what I try to achieve there. My first heading. And what I said is that the reason why it is bolder like this because I'm using an heading format, and I also automatically it is always aligned on the left, even HTML and Microsoft Word. So I chose to align it to the center. The replica of it on my HTML is center. It needs centralize this for me. That's what I commanded it to do. Centralize these guys for me. My first heading, centralize it for me. And then we're able to achieve this. So if I do my first paragraph and I put it in the center too, it will achieve the same. So P means paragraph. Do you get? On HTML, I just need to do this, enter, and I start typing on that thing. Enter, start typing on that thing. You see, on HTML, you will recognize a new line with a paragraph, P. So don't forget, when you open an element, you must close it. Then you put the content in the container. So P is like a container, this container. Then you put your stuff inside here. So that's what we always do in HTML. So paragraph, close the paragraph, then put the content inside the container. Do you understand? So if I want to centralize this, all I need to do is to command it to put the center element, the center tag element there. It's also, because of my visual code, it auto closes, but that's not where it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be here. So if I refresh, it's going to be the same thing. Do you understand? Okay. So now, what I've just done to you, what I've done for you right now, is something very, very straightforward. You understand? So what I want to give you as an assignment is this. I'll give you an assignment and I'll submit the assignment to you by tomorrow. So you get. So I'm going to submit a Microsoft Word document and I want you to achieve it on your HTML. So that will give you room to go and restart. There's a particular way I can store the Microsoft Word. I want you to go ahead of the class and I want you to design that kind of thing on your website. So you are going to do it and you are going to submit it to the portal. Do you understand? So that's what we're going to do. So in a nutshell, what we have learned today is how to create a website file. And I tell you right here, your web code, right here, you save as .html, right, in a folder. My own folder is, I created a folder to save my work. You understand? And all of your work, everything you are doing, look at what have I been doing? Everything I'm doing must be within HTML. Sorry. That's what I was doing there was doing within HTML. It's wrong. So it must be within an HTML container, and my main work will be in the body container. You get in the body container. So that's what we've learned. And I've introduced it to elements. Elements like heading and what? I've introduced it to heading and paragraph. Different type of elements. Yeah. So you will need to learn. I'll give you an assignment that will expand your knowledge to do much more than that. So that when we meet next, I will confirm with your class government we are going to meet this Saturday. I'll confirm time that is suitable for us. So this. So if you look at W3 school, I shared it with you. You can check through it. You see many elements you can learn. So don't worry, when I give you assignment, you'll get to, there's an element called BR, a border. You get. There are different things you are going to learn. So the assignment I will give you will cover what is called something like attribute. So it will be a research you'll be doing yourself. So you will learn how to include an image in a website. We can't do it tonight because our time is fast spent. You see, this is heading, paragraph. We've done most of these things. You see something like quote, right? So these are the things we are going to be learning. So what I'll just be teaching us on is how to use elements, how to put image in a website. You found out that okay, how did an image land? You found an image here, on this website, it's an image. How does it get there? How do they customize it to show these things? To do these things this way? How do you create this button? Do you get? So how we create all of those things is what I'll be showing you. So then you can be able to take it further beyond there. So after we've learned a lot on HTML, we'll go to CSS. Yeah, so I will explain to us further what those things are for. All right, guys, do you have any question? We've exhausted a lot of our time today. Any questions so far from anyone of us?
Yes, sir, I do. The question is that you have actually told us what the title and the rest should be paragraphs, but then how do I know
Switch your
that,
volume.
okay, can you hear me, sir? Can everyone hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so
Uh,
I said
your voice was
you
low.
have, okay,
Switch your
can you hear
volume.
me now? Can you hear me now? Am I audible?
Yes.
Fine,
Yes.
fine. Fine.
Okay, thank you. So, you have actually talked about paragraphing and then the heading and the likes. On one end, I want to ask that how do I get to know what my heading should look like? And also, um, how how should my body also look like? Because there was a time I actually saw, I guess, an HTML work that someone did. And then he included things like color. It was kind of long. I didn't even understand what it actually meant until today we are doing this. So how do I get to put those things in place? How do I get to put those
Ah,
structures in
okay.
place?
We can't. Yeah, we would have. Okay. Sorry, I think my network is lagging, kind of. Okay, so don't worry. We would have done that. Did you get? So don't be intimidated by a huge, humongous website somebody built and you saw the barcode and you are scared. Don't be. This is how they started. So every mighty work, every big mansion starts from a foundation. So this is a foundation. So like all of your curiosity or what you're asking, we'll be learning it. So we'll be learning things like attributes from tomorrow. Like I can say I want to put a style here. I give it a color red. I give it a color red, for example. If I refresh my HTML, if I refresh this, it will change the color red. Do you get? So I've changed the color. So I don't want to rush us. Do you get on all of these things? So these are the things that we'll be learning, as we progress, and we'll move very fast next. what we did today is more to setting the foundation and setting up our project work, how we can be able to start writing a code. When we get to our next class, we'll move very, very, very fast. Do you get? So don't be intimidated by anybody's HTML work, anybody's website. When they show you the code, don't be intimidated. That's it. So you start from scratch. Let's understand all the elements, all of those blocks. Once you understand it, if you see any website, we will now review a website. For example, I will now take you guys to websites like this. You go to inspect. I taught us inspect last week. I'll come to the elements. I will now begin to tell you, explain what is here, explain what is here. You could say that this HTML, you could say that they started with HTML, but it has some funny things here. So you might not understand what is right here. And it closed with HTML. Can you see? So we'll begin to inspect each website, and you begin to now explain what is in it. What is this thing that they typed there? What are all of these things? We'll be explaining it and analyzing them. I don't know. Is that fine? I know you are very curious, but you can go far ahead of the class.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you so much.
God.
So don't be intimidated. That's the rule. Don't be intimidated. Do you get? Any other question, please? All right. Do we have any other question before we close the class? I'll be sending your assignment to you by tomorrow. So, class governor, please, you come remind me tomorrow for the assignment.
All right, sir.
All right. So you can practice more. You can practice more. Do you get? So that's why I gave you this website. Let me put it to you again. Let me put it on your WhatsApp group. You can continue to learn from there. You can move. It will help you to move very, very, very fast. All right. Help you to move very fast. Okay, guys. So I think we spent a lot tonight. So we'll be calling it a day. So if you have any question, raise it up here. All right. Everyone, please have a wonderful night rest. And we will see ourselves later after now.
Thank you very much, sir.
Great, sir. Thank you